Hi guys, I'm Radhashi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce in Dr. SNS, Rajeshmi College of Arts and Science. Today we are going to see about the financial accounting. In the financial accounting, we are going to see about the ledger. In the last class itself, we have seen about what is the financial accounting, what is the journal. Now we are going to see about what is the ledger. Let me see about the classification account of the ledgers. Ledger is the transaction of the year, board ledger, sales ledger, general ledger, and the private ledger. These are the types of the ledger we have been handling. First, we want to know the ledger. Before that, where is the ledger is we can able to put. In the ledger, we want to put with the help of the journal. Journal is the important thing. Journal is nothing about the day-to-day transaction, what we are putting for the business entries, what the money is coming inside, what the purpose of the money is put outside. What does this means when we are purchasing a goods for a business, the business something purchasing. For example, missionary is purchasing a business. In that way only, the missionary is coming inside for the business. For that purpose, we want to pay a sum of amount to their business. So the amount is going out of the business. The purchasing of the goods, it is like a missionary is coming inside to the business. These are the category. When the product is coming inside, then what is the purpose of the product? It is going outside. Purchase means the product is coming inside. When we are compared to the sales, sales means we are selling a goods in the business. So okay, the selling of goods means the goods is going out of the business. When the goods is going out of the business, and the purpose of sales means automatically the amount is come inside of the business. So these are the way of the two category we can able to identify easily: purchase and sales. Purchase means the goods is coming inside of the business. For that purpose, the amount is going outside. And sales means the goods is going outside of the business. For that purpose, the amount is coming inside. This is the main thing. Easy we can able to identify what is the ledger, how can we, it can be put to converted into the journals. It can be sales. The sales ledger means personal account of the credit customers. Purchase ledger means personal account of the credit supplier. Who is the customer? When we are selling a product, who are purchasing their product, they are known as the customer. Who is the supplier? Some outside of the third person of the business they are purchasing. For that person we can be able to say they are the supplier of the business. In that way of the category general ledger. In general ledger it is a real account, otherwise it is a nominal account. It is a normal thing we can be handled in the ledger, which can be put in the categories to be handled. The way of the type of the ledger: for broad ledger, for sales ledger, and general ledger, and private ledger. It can be handled in the sales ledger, purchase ledger, and the general ledger. The sales ledger is taken by the customers, and purchase ledger is handled by the supplier, and general ledger is handled in their account of two categories: real and nominal. These are the ledgers we have been preparing for the journal entries. In the journal entries, there are two categories. It is a personal ledger and impersonal ledger. What is the personal ledger? It is a debtors ledgers and creditors ledger. It is known as the personal ledgers. In the impersonal ledger, it is known as the cash book or general ledger. What is the cash book? Cash book is when the account is putting inside for the cash, it is converted into the cash book. Then we want to know the general ledger. General ledger is nothing about the nominal ledger and the private ledger. Nominal ledger we can be have. For example, we are paying a rent for a some particular house. In that way only we are what is that we are enjoying the benefit of house we are living in for the rent. For that purpose we want to give a rent for that. It to be converted into the nominal account. What's the private ledger? We want to put a private ledger. Private ledger is nothing about when we are purchasing 1 month. For 1 month for a business, we are purchasing a particular things means it can be handled in their purchasing of their goods. And the sales, we are purchasing or selling some goods for their business. The purchasing and selling to be converted into particular account. When we are opening a sales account, the sales amount will can be handled and calculated. The purchase means we are handling the purchase. The purchase can be handled in the purchase books. These are the two categories of the nominal and the private, and cash books on the general ledger, that is be handled by the personal ledger for their debtors ledgers and the creditors ledger. There are general ledger by the nominal and the private ledger to be handled by this phase of the ledger can be put in these two categories. And then we can be know the types of the general ledger. Type of the general ledger is nothing about the proper channel to be handling in the asset categories and unit associations, and the equity of the shares which can be divided in the proper way of proper handling of the ledgers. Can be classified, and recording of the business transaction is known as the objectives of the ledger. The basic concept have been handling in the trial balance, and the trial balance can be handling by the profit and loss account, and we can be say about the balance sheet of the categories and details of the financial accounting transaction have been take place by the objectives of the ledger. These are the categories types of the general ledger accounts to be take place by this. In the way one, the types of ledger can be handled in the equity account, expense account, asset account, liabilities account, and revenue account. The step by step they are handling the final stage only the revenue account to be handled. In the way of the expense account to be taken by the levitor of their accounts, and the asset can be handled by the equity of the accounts, and the way only the general ledger can be handled by this. This is the group of the account to be handled in the definition and chart of their account of the company purpose can be handling in the proper way of general transactions. In the ledger only we can able to identify the purpose of what the amount the division can be handled in the subdivision to calculate of the sales or money is going outside, and profit and loss to be handled in the purpose of the goods can be handled in this ledger. Thank you.